Hi guys, welcome back to our channel. This is Ant's video. You might have seen mine on my favourite 5 whiskies of the year so far. So Ant's going to share with us his favourite. What have you got in store for us?
Okay, so you want me to go from number 1. I'm just going to do what you did and keep it like a mixed order.
Okay.
From 5 to 1. Right, my first one is going to be Redbreast Lustau edition.
Irish, nice.
Now this was part of my journey to try and find the sherriest, kind of sweetest whiskey I could find, and it was recommended by a few people, and it didn't disappoint, to be honest. It was everything that I was looking for. So it's just a gorgeous whiskey. It's smooth because it's Irish, so it's not too like powerful, it's not too strong, and it just does exactly what you hope it would do. It's just sweet, it's smooth, it's tasty, there's lots of things going on, and it just, as soon as we drank it, we loved it, didn't we?
It never fails
No,
to
it's
please.
gorgeous.
It's got everything going for it.
And it's a definite, I mean, best way you can judge a whiskey is would you buy it again? And
Yeah,
100%. I mean, there's
yeah.
a couple of drams.
And there's a
left
few
in it.
other different Redbreasts I'd like to try as well.
Absolutely,
Yeah.
but this, for the reason I bought it, it hit the nail on the head, didn't it? So, yeah, gorgeous. So that would be
Fantastic. Number
5 in no particular order.
Beautiful. What's your next one?
Next one would be, I'm going to go for the Glengoyne Legacy series.
Another nice one.
This wasn't the whiskey that I actually went to buy when I got it. It was the Teapot Dram, wasn't it? I think we tried it at the Birmingham Whiskey Club, the Teapot Dram, and I fell in love with it, and it was stunning. But it's, around here anyway, it's quite hard to get hold of. So I went to Hard to Find Whiskey, that's just round the corner, and they recommended this as a kind of an alternative. And it's awesome, isn't it? It's great. I mean, it's as close to the Teapot Dram for my palate as I could get without actually buying the Teapot Dram. So, again, it was a great recommendation, and I love every minute of this as well.
Totally
Do you like this one as well?
Totally agree.
Yeah.
It's like a really classy, beautiful whiskey. Never fails to please your palate.
It's just good. I love the packaging and everything.
Yeah.
It's not just the whiskey, it's everything to do with the packaging.
Do you want to show people what the bottle looks like?
Yeah, sure. So it's quite a classic bottle. It's not doing anything kind of too crazy, but
just really
it's just
nice.
gorgeous, isn't it? It's just amazing. So yeah.
So do you think you'll still buy the Teapot Dram?
I still want the Teapot Dram, yeah. That is like the one that I want, but I can't seem to get hold of. I had a look the other day again, and it's just, it's not. I'm sure I could probably get it online, but sometimes I just like to go and buy them. It just seems a bit more special when you go and buy them
It's
yourself.
nice to have that whole experience, isn't it?
Yeah, that's it, yeah.
Super, so that's number 4.
Okay.
Number 3?
Okay, so number 3, I'd go off on a little bit of a different kind of
field,
vector, I suppose you'd say.
Why have you chosen that one?
Now, my peat journey started with Ardbeg, and couldn't drink it when I bought it. I absolutely hated it.
You bought it really early on,
Yeah,
didn't you?
it's
Without
probably
realising what it was.
Bottle 4 or 5, wasn't it, in our journey, and I just couldn't drink it. It was fun to have, because when people would come round who didn't drink whiskey, they'd smell it and it'd be even worse for them in a way. So it was kind of a novelty whiskey at the start, because we didn't really understand it, did we? What it was for, what drinks.
And like you said, it sat there for a long time without you building up to it.
And then as time went on, we tried smoky whiskies, didn't we? And a lower peaty kind of level whiskies. And
something
it
just clicked for you, didn't it?
Move into that kind of peaty, I don't know, it was something that I wanted more of.
I think once you got the taste, you couldn't
Once
stop.
it got hold of me. Yeah. And then obviously you start looking at Ardbegs, and you start looking at other brands that kind of noted for it. Laphroaig's obviously one of them, and then you got the Octomores and Lagavulins and things like that. Haven't managed to get to those yet, but
that's not the first Laphroaig you bought.
no, we had I can't remember what it was called. What's it called?
Quarter cask.
Quarter cask, yeah, which I finished off quite quickly. Hence, it's in the boneyard over there. But I got this at duty free when we were coming back from Spain, and I love it. Absolutely love it. Oh, I would say my palate isn't good enough to be able to differentiate between this one and the other one so much.
For people who
don't
drink,
I just know I like the taste of the strong peat at the moment.
For people who don't drink peat, where would you rate that in
It's
going
quite
from
high.
smoky?
Yeah, it's quite high because I don't think you get much higher than these. I think you jump straight up to the Octomores and things like that. But I think there's probably more of a level building up to this than there is once you get.
Yeah.
It goes higher. You know what I mean?
And how would you drink that normally?
I can't drink it straight. I'll be truthful with you, I can't drink it straight, but I like it in a Boulevardier. That's very nice, which is, you're going to have to help me here because I can never remember what's in it.
Sweet vermouth,
and Campari,
Yeah.
and then whatever whiskey you choose, but it's equal parts. So it's a really easy whiskey to make. Just chuck a cherry in there, and I'll chuck a bit of orange in there as well, just to sweeten it up. And yeah, it's gorgeous. So that's...
So it doesn't get lost in the flavours because it's quite a strong
Yeah,
flavour.
I think if you put like a bourbon or something in it, it would get overpowered. So it needs to be quite a strong.
So do you think your peat journey is going to continue?
Oh, 100%. I mean, my pinnacle of a peaty whiskey is probably the Octomore, but it's pricey, so it's not something you can. It's not something that I can afford kind of regularly. So these are supermarket kind of prices, so you get Laphroaig on a deal, £30, something like that. I can manage that. I can't manage £100 plus.
And like you said, there's lots of other ones you haven't tried yet, so that makes it really exciting.
Absolutely.
Doesn't it?
And there are others as well. I mean, you got the Glenmorangie, which is a £20 kind of you can get it from any kind of shopping mall, and
slightly peated.
It's peated and it does the job in that drink to a certain level, but just not quite as strong as the Laphroaig. But that's still a great one. But if I hadn't got Laphroaig, I'd have probably gone for that. But Laphroaig's the one.
Lovely, thank you. Right, number 2.
Number 2. I think we go back to kind of sherry now, but in a different way. And a recent trip to London, I put out a question on the social media about what whiskey to buy to give me the biggest sherry kind of hit. I always say, like, wanted to smack me in the face. And it was highly recommended the Glenfarclas 105, which is a cask strength. Now, the label and the bottle doesn't really do a lot for me, to be honest. It looks
Pretty
quite
average.
cheap, but the liquid that's inside the bottle is second to none. It is how they can manage to do it where it's as sweet as it is and cask strength at the same time, so it's not so overpowering that you can't get the sweetness, but you can add a little bit of water to it and it kind of opens it out a little bit more. I do tend to like it straight, to be honest, which I didn't think I would. But yeah, I mean, it's an amazing. I mean, it's yeah, I mean, even though it's cask strength, I mean, it's 60%. It doesn't like.
You still got all the sherry notes, all the sweetness.
Yeah, it's just that doesn't come through. It's the sweetness still that comes through. It's not like you'd expect it to kind of make you recoil because of the strength of it, but it's gorgeous. It really is, and that sweetness. It's exactly what I wanted. So for everyone who recommended this in my social media, thank you. It was a great
purchase.
Yeah.
And would you drink that in a cocktail or would you have that straight? Maybe straight with a bit of water, did you say?
I would say straight, yeah, because I think there's that many flavours going on in it anyway. It doesn't need to be. I don't know what I'd put in it, to be honest, to make it any better, apart from maybe a touch of water just to flesh it out a little bit, but that's only if you need to. It's
quite interesting because the bottle is so average and the label seems a bit old-fashioned. That might have been something that we walked past.
I genuinely have walked past it. I've thought about it before, and I think that obviously it was recommended, which helped me buy it, but this version came in a lovely box as well with a couple of samples in the bottom, which helped because I do like, you know, the
We get a chance to try some other Glenfarclas at the same time, don't you?
Yeah,
when
that's it. Yeah, you can try it.
Yeah. So it shows that actually recommendations are really, really helpful.
Yeah.
You should share your knowledge.
Yeah, absolutely.
Lovely, lovely. So that's 4. What have you chosen for your number 1 whiskey?
Okay, so this one might seem a little bit strange as I've never actually tried it, but I bought it as a keepsake, as for a special occasion. It's the Glenmorangie Signet. I did this thing at the start when I first started buying whiskey. Any whiskies that were more expensive than my average, I would keep. I wouldn't open. You can attest to that, can't you? I had loads that we didn't. We had more unopened than we had opened.
Yeah.
And I thought the only way I can get around that myself was to buy a whiskey that was so nice or so expensive for me that could kind of use that, and I could then open all the others and just keep that one as the main one, and what I could afford at the time. I had to push myself a little bit, save a few weeks, but it was the Glenmorangie Signet.
So why did you choose that one then?
I looked it up, to be honest, because like I said, it was at the very start, and I had no knowledge of what a good or bad whiskey was. We were just buying kind of the ones that we saw in the supermarket and that we liked, and I wanted to make a commitment to my whiskey journey and kind of put my money where my mouth was and buy one that kind of signified that commitment to
Almost like a statement whiskey.
Yeah, like a statement. And like I said, I needed to kind of combat the whole wanting to keep every bottle unopened. So I thought if I put all my attention into one bottle of just keeping that as my favourite, then it would free me up to drink all the others. And that's exactly what it did, to be honest. It's every other bottle is pretty much opened. I've only got a few others that I haven't opened for different reasons.
And it looks pretty spectacular, doesn't it? Beautiful bottle.
Gorgeous,
Came in a beautiful box.
It's got like a metal cork, and it's just an amazing looking bottle.
And we've had other Glenmorangies, and you know, if you've watched any of our videos, that we like Glenmorangie. So
yeah, I love.
We're expecting this one.
The
to
ones
be
I've
special.
tried. I mean, we've got a couple of bottles, and I've got a few samples that people have sent in that we've not tried yet, but. Yeah, we love it, don't we? So it was a good kind of guess.
Yeah.
You take all the reviews and then you take what you like yourself, and you kind of figure out that it's going to be a good one.
And you've tried to have it in bars before now that have it on the menu.
It's just so expensive when you have it as a dram. I think I worked
Or they
it
don't
out
have
that
it.
the price that it was for one dram, 125ml dram, would have made that bottle about 700 quid. And it's like, I'm not going to pay that because it's not. It's nice, but it's not worth £25 for 25ml, a pound a mil. It's just not, to me. I can't afford that kind of money, so it's staying there for now. So yeah, so that's my top 5. Yeah.
So you asked me this question. I'm going to ask you: do you have a wild card or something that you would like to have put in your 5, but you don't have on the shelf at the moment?
No, you'd have thought I'd been prepared for this, but I'm not even though I surprised you with it. I haven't.
Okay, you can pick something off the shelf then. I was going to say pick something you have tried but haven't bought.
Do you know what? I'm going to echo one that you picked, and I'm going to say the Nomad. Because I agree completely with you that it was such a surprise. It was so sweet, which is... if I'm not buying a peaty whiskey, is the main thing I'm looking for, and it's just gorgeous.
We enjoy it so much.
It's crazy how nice it is, and at the moment, it's £25 at the moment online, and that is ridiculous for that because it is such a gorgeous whiskey, and we weren't expecting it, was we? I genuinely thought. I wanted to buy it when I was on holiday because kind of when you've got your euros, it's kind of free money. So if you buy it and it's horrible, it's kind of.
And I think we felt it would be quite special if we bought a Spanish whiskey in Spain.
But obviously, as we saw in the other video, we couldn't get it, so we bought it when we got back. I didn't for 1 minute expect it to be as nice as it is. Everybody should try. If you've got a sweet tooth, don't get me wrong. If you haven't got a sweet tooth, it might be too sweet for you. But if you have, try this. Honestly, it's so smooth. And it's smooth's a bad word, I know, but it's so easy to drink. It's so sweet. There's a lot of different flavours going on.
Yeah.
It's just gorgeous. I can't say enough
It's
about
not
it. So it
just
deserves to
sweet.
be in the top
Does
5, but I couldn't fit it in
Okay,
because of.
I'll give you that one.
Thank you.
That's fabulous.
So yeah,
So,
that's it.
thank you for sharing your 5 whiskies of 2019 so far. That's
Yeah.
January to June. Anything else you'd like to say to your viewers?
Again, thank you all for watching. We appreciate every single person who watches. If you're enjoying what you're seeing, please subscribe. Just click this button below with our logo on it. Thank you so much. We can't thank you enough.